Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. I'm going to do some more digging today. But before we do that, let me show you a couple things about the game that I've discovered. And one of those is time-lapse. So if we bring up our Q menu, go to World and Rescue, you see we have a time-lapse recorder. So I've been playing around with that. If I click that button, basically it puts you in a free cam mode. Then you use the character control keys. You see it says sprint is down, jump is up. And you can set up your camera, and then what this does is it records a screenshot every, I forget to look and see if it was every 5 seconds or something like that. And it'll put it in your, kind of where your save games are. If I remember, I'll put a path in the description. But anywho, it takes a screenshot, and then you can turn that into a movie using Handbrake or FFmpeg or whatever your favorite video encoding tool is. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Uh-oh. Haven't seen that before. That's new. Yeah, okay. Apparently I'm over here now. So yeah, we'll get that figured out. But I'm going to roll. I made a little time lapse of the work I did between episodes here. I just did some more digging, and I was trying out the time lapse. So let's take a look at that, and I'll find my way back over to wherever that. So there you go. Time-lapse is pretty cool. I think if I wanted a more detailed time-lapse, I would just record and then, speed it up. But I like the bird's eye view there of having the separate camera. That's a really clever idea. I like it. So it looks like I forgot to set my rescue location, so it just spawned me back over there at the origin where I originally started. So speaking of rescue location, again in World and Rescue, set rescue location. Confirm. So now when you hit rescue me, it'll bring you back to wherever you last saved. I forgot to do that over here. And let's see, what was the other thing I wanted to show you off? Well, we're making a little bit of a mess here, but the other thing was controls. So that's not in the Q menu. That's actually, close that. Escape. So if we go to escape controls, and I have used an Xbox controller. That's why it's linked up. That seemed to work fine. I'm not very good with a controller. I played Farm Sim a lot with the mouse and keyboard, so I'm just used to using the mouse. But if I come over here to, I think it was under loader. See, we have boom up and boom down. I think it was these two. I think it was the boom was backwards from what I'm used to. So I clicked this off and that on, so it goes the opposite direction. And then everything is lined up how it was in Farm Sim, and that's what my muscle memory is used to. So anywho, on with the digging. We're going to do a little more digging today. There's going to be a lot of digging in this because it's a game about digging. So buckle up, kids. We're going to do some more digging. I was just putting in a little more cribbing there as we follow the line in. So let's see if we can get some of this good lithium and whatnot out of here. Make a little more cash. I'm still not sure what the little spinny thing is. I don't know if it saves something when you get into vehicles sometimes or what. Let's come over here and try to get right up against the cribbing, get a good bite. And that's the name of the game right now. We're just digging. And thanks a lot for the response. This video seemed to do pretty well, the first one. I was looking tonight before I started recording. It had 90 thumbs up. For my channel, that's huge. So, appreciate y'all stopping by and checking out the Hot Wheel Loader action. I did empty that out, right? Did I not? Maybe I forgot to do that. I was going to do that at the end of the last video. Maybe I forgot. Who, me? Forget? So we got a little over 1,000 just in dirt. So yeah, let's sell all this stuff. Actually, this is probably just from the in-between stuff. So this would be what I did in the time-lapse. Plus whatever that scoop was. So 77 grand, not bad. I forgot to empty it out after the time-lapse. So we're back up to 90, and if you want to pay off your loan, if you hold down left shift and you drag, it splits stacks. So I'm going to leave myself with a little bit of money. I'm going to put this down on my toolbar. So we come over here to the bank, we can put that in there, and we can deposit it. So our total debt, $389,000. Now it's down to $310,000. And we're just going to be working off our debt. Because when I want to borrow, I may need that full $1 million to borrow at some point. So we want to get that debt paid back down. And it kind of looks like we're into some good lithium right here along this edge. So I'm just going to head in there again. Wiggle my way over. The downside of using the keyboard is it can be kind of wiggly, but I'm used to it. So scoop in, you just curl that bucket up and you get a nice big scoop. I like it. Losing a few here and there. I come along every once in a while with the pickaxe and smooth that out. I do wish we had gears. I think I mentioned that in the first video. All the equipment's stuck in low gear. It's probably already been suggested. I need to get some time to hang out more on the Discord or North modding. Go through all the suggestions and see if there's anything in there I'd like to add. If you are interested in the game, there's a lot going on over on their Discord, which I believe their Discord is linked off their Steam page. It's pretty easy to find. So if that's your kind of thing, head over there and check it out. That was not a good scoop. I can do better. There we go. Give it a second for everything to settle down. I'm liking these chain tires. Good traction. Don't like dropping lithium all over the ground. A little bit of droppage is unavoidable. Especially when I'm trying to get as big of bucket scoops as I can here. So quite a few expressed interest in seeing like a lot of the digging. Like you like watching the digging, so that's cool. We'll be doing a lot of digging. But after this episode, I might try to do like a bunch in between and get our debt paid off or mostly paid off. And then we could start poking around at some of these other ore patches and see what we got. Although the lithium is pretty darn valuable, as you can see. But I don't want to have like 10 episodes of me digging in this hole, getting lithium. I think that would get a little old. But I do enjoy the digging process. It's very relaxing. You can see we got some really good pay right there. So far it's just dirt. I haven't seen anything of pay dirt. So we don't really need to do anything other than dump it in the hopper. And it just sorts itself in the storage box. Let's double check that we're still just getting dirt and stuff. Yeah, we're getting dirt, and the most thing we're getting is lithium. That's our primary thing over there. We got some bauxite. Not getting any stone or gravel or anything, so that's good. Well, if we were hitting stone, we probably wouldn't be able to move it. But one of the members of my Discord had used the plowshare nuclear explosives. I think he said he went down like 30 of them or something. He went ridiculously deep, and there was no bottom yet, so apparently he can go pretty deep on the map. Okay, now I'm getting all... See how I'm all crooked here? That's no good. Getting kind of sloppy. Let's back up and let's see if we can get that kind of sheared off a bit. Just a little flatter. Got to be careful with our... Keep our drive wheels on the ground. There we go. That straightened up a little bit. Now I think we're just getting into... Is that stone? Like, it looks like stone texture, but I don't think we can pick up stone. Maybe it's just like magnetite or something. I'm not sure. You do have like a bucket cam. There's various external cams. Of course, we got the internal camera we can use. Although without something like Track IR, I think this would be pretty difficult to tell what the heck you're doing. I don't have any depth perception. It's easier in real life where you have depth perception. Well, the mirrors don't work. That's a shame. Mirrors are expensive, though, computationally. It's like if I was going to come in here and do this first person, like, I can't tell. I can't tell where my bucket is. Enough practice, maybe you could tell. And as far as I know, it doesn't support Track IR. I don't remember seeing anything about that in the settings. Maybe someday. Now, I do have a Logitech wheel, but I've not tried setting that up. Somebody else in my Discord said they had a lot of trouble trying to get their wheel to work. But I think joysticks and gamepads are supported pretty well right now. I think I might want to, at some point, try excavator work from the cab with a dual joystick setup. I think that could be fun. I have one good joystick, and I think I have an old crappy joystick around here somewhere. Use that for another stick. Engine sounds could use some work too. I like that it kind of stays throttled up when it's working, but like there's no variation with load at all. Still pretty impressive though for a small group. And I believe they started out as farm sim modders, if I'm not mistaken. That's why it's called North Modding Company. Somebody in the comments can correct me on that if I'm wrong. So hats off to them. I've done quite a bit of farm sim modding, so I know the pain. Know the genius and the evil that is Giants Editor. Alright, I'm going to go check this storage after this scoop. We'll kind of see where we're at. Need to be mindful of the time, too. I don't want to make this too long of a video, because I've got a minute or two. I forget how long the time-lapse is. And like I said, the time-lapse is really cool, because you can set the camera position, and then you can just see everything happen. Pretty nifty. You do have the extra little step of taking all those images and stitching them into a video. If you haven't done that before, that might be a little daunting. But I'm a Linux nerd, so I just use FFmpeg command line. Yeah, there we go. That's what I call a bucket full. And it seems like a minor thing, but it would be cool if we had some character customization. That's always fun. Of course, we need a brown fedora, you know, just because every game should have a brown fedora. I'm looking at you, Scum. Still no brown fedora. I'm playing that since launch. Dropping a few twins here and there on Twitter. Eh, well, no love for the little guys. So I'm going to try an experiment. This got just a little bit of a bump. I'm gonna scoop that up. It looks like I did maybe get some of the material back. And that stays grass. That's weird. Then it turns into dirt. Interesting. Okay. So there is a compactor in the game, and I think if you roll with that, then trees don't grow back. From what I understand, and I think it even says it on the starting screen of the game, anywhere there's grass, trees can spawn. I think they spawn new. I'm not sure if maybe that means they just grow back. I don't know. So I might have to do some experimenting with that in creative mode. Now I've got a giant lump of dirt out here. Need to smooth that out. Can we back drag with the bucket? Is that a thing? Not really. Sort of, but not really. Okay, fair enough. That'd be some pretty involved physics. Yeah, this is just turned into a mess, isn't it? I'll fix that with the pickaxe. Alright, I said I was going to check the storage. Let's do that. Come on, guys. I wish we had better control with the hydraulics. You could bang the bucket. Be faster and stuff. Come on. Oh, get in there. Get in there. There you go. Good job. Parking brake so it doesn't roll away. How are we looking in here? Not too bad. Standard, we had a bunch of lithium, a little bit of magnetite, just a trace of bauxite, and a little bit of platinum. Nice. Every little bit helps. All right, this is our little slush fund, so let's put that over there. The rest we can throw at the bank account. There we go. We're down to 274. That's not too bad. I could spend like, an hour between episodes and knock out that debt. That's no biggie. So I know there were some questions and things about controls. I apologize if I missed one of your questions on the first episode, but if you do have questions about the game, let me know. If you want to see something specific, we can try to do that, depending on what it is. But yeah, I had really good engagement with the first video, so thanks for that. Glad you guys are having fun as well. Several of you have picked up the game and have been playing. And sharing your crazy creations over on my Discord. So feel free to do that. Alright, now we're pretty well evened out. You can see we've been digging and digging and digging. And yeah, you actually have to move all this material. I like it. Is this the lithium? I guess it's got to be in that rock stuff, right? Oh, I was going to be all cool and jump in. There we go. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. There's just more scooping here in my future. I've been hitting spacebar to reverse. That farm sim muscle memory is coming back. Hopefully we'll get a shuttle box and gearbox soon. A shuttle function with a gearbox. That would be great. So thanks as always for hanging out, folks. I'm going to do some more digging, and we'll try to start out the next video debt-free. And we might explore some of these other holes and just see what kind of ores we have around us here in our little starting valley. So until then, thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Hey, did you forget to end the video? No. No, I'm just letting people that want to watch more, they can watch a little more. Okay. Starting to channel a little bit of kernel failure, you know, talking to yourself. I know. It's probably bad. I should look into that.